Today we're going to be checking out a couple new lights from Zhiyun. The first is the FIVERAY F100, and this is a stick light that's also RGB and has some really cool effects built in. The second is the FIVERAY M40, and this is a pocket light that can also get super bright. So what we're going to do is take a closer look at these lights, talk about the features, and kind of show how they work. And also, I did take these lights out, film some quick shots with them so you can get an idea of how they look. So let's start with the F100. It comes with this cool carrying case that holds everything, including the light itself, charging cables, a grid, and the diffusion. As soon as you get your hands on this, you're gonna notice just how solid and kind of beefy it feels. And it doesn't feel cheap at all, so that's already a plus. It also has fans that are built in on the back, and you can see them right there. It comes with these barn doors already attached, and you could take them off if you want, but the extra benefit to leaving them on is it allows you to add the grid and also the diffusion to the light. So what you're gonna see on the back is a screen and also a wheel that doubles as buttons in all 4 directions. Holding the center button will turn the light on, and from here you can choose which mode you want to be in. Hitting the left button on the wheel will take you into the standard light mode. You can adjust the color temperature from 2700 to 6200 and also change the intensity. Pressing the down button on the wheel brings you to the RGB mode. Here you can select the color, saturation, and also the intensity, so you'll be able to specifically dial in what you need. Lastly, hitting the right button on the wheel brings you to the effects. You have the common things like fire, lightning, and candle, but there's also these really dope effects that animate like this. Listen, you get a couple of these and I can already see some fire shots being set up. So this light is brighter in the standard mode as opposed to RGB, but either way, with this size and where you'd be able to put the light, I think it serves its purpose. Now, if we take a look at the M40, I really like the design. It kind of has like a futuristic type of vibe. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it looks really good. On the back, it does have a fan to keep it cool from outputting so much light. It has this black piece here that rotates, and you can have it actually sitting up by itself. So if you want to sit it on a table, you can do that. And it also doubles as the mounting point if you want to put it on a stand. To be honest, I'm a little more excited about this light just because of how small it is and how bright it can get. Operating this light is super simple. You have 2 orange knobs that control the power, brightness, and color temperature. The color temperature range is from 2700 to 6200, just like the F100. So like I said, this light gets bright, and with its small size, you can always just have it in your bag and quickly pull it out whenever you need to light something. So I did take these lights out and test them a bit, so I do want to show y'all that footage, and I'll also explain a little bit on how I set up the shots. For this first shot, I wanted to use both lights together. With the F100, I added the diffusion to it since I was going to use this as the key light. To put on the diffusion, you just basically have to wrap it around the barn doors. I set it up on a stand, raised it up, and set it to the side of where I was going to be sitting. With the M40, I mounted it on the other stand and set it behind the couch opposite of the F100. For both of the lights, I had them set to cooler tones. Then it was just a matter of looking at the shot and adjusting the lights if needed. For the next shot, I kept the lights in the same position and just changed it to a warmer tone to see what it would look like. Personally, I prefer the first one, but this is another look you can get. The grid attachment for the F100 is going to allow you to better control the light and not have it spread everywhere. It attaches to the barn doors as well, and it's pretty easy to get it on once you line it up. With the same lighting positions, just with the grid added, this is what it looked like. And this shot was cool because it created variations in the shadows and just made for a more interesting look. I wanted to use the colors for this next one, so I grabbed the F100 and pointed it against the white wall. The space where I set this up wasn't necessarily ideal because it wasn't as much room as I would have liked for the light, tripod, and also where I was going to be standing, but I still made it work. I chose blue for the light and set the intensity at a point where it wouldn't be too harsh. The idea was for me to stand in front of the light and create a silhouette, and this would be the only light used. So for the last shot, I just wanted to show the difference the M40 can make by itself. I stood in a spot outside that wasn't completely dark, but really only lit by street lights and lights from the building. The brightness for the M40 here was pretty low, but that's all that was needed. And basically, I just filmed a before and after shot. So it did create some shadows on the wall. Now, if I was really going to use this setup, I would probably try and bounce the light to minimize that. But there you have it, the FIVERAY F100 and M40. I would say if you're looking for some portable, versatile lights to add to your arsenal, these are solid. These are some really good lights to bring with you and have in your bag ready to go at all times. And I'm sure it'll be easy to find some good uses for these. As far as pricing goes, the F100 is coming in at $250 and the M40 $100. If you ask me, these are good prices, and I know I'll find myself grabbing for these in various situations, especially run and gun scenarios. If you're watching this video around when I upload this, there's also a buy one get one free sale going on. So from December 7th to December 9th, go ahead and lock yours in. I believe it's a limited quantity, so make sure you double check. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop it a like, jump down in the comments, let me know what you think, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. It only takes a second, and I will see y'all real soon in my next one. Peace.